The Mafia. The Mafia is a network of organized crime starting its rise in power in the 1920s. During the early 1900s, Italians were immigrating to America, most of them from Sicilian backgrounds. Every family followed the Mafia's code of honor. When it comes to the law, stay quiet, i.e., no snitching. The most active parts of the U.S. where the Mafia was prominent were New York, New Jersey, Detroit, and Chicago. The crimes that the Mafia committed were gambling, prostitution, drugs, murder, etc. The Mafia had influence and power because of their many connections, but overall, they had connection with other mob families. Some of the biggest names in Mafia history were Carlo Gambino, John Gotti, Matteo De Niro, Vito Ferro, and Al Capone. The Mafia started in southern Italy. Once southern Italians started looking for new opportunities, they came to America and brought the governing traditions with them. The Mafia had a hierarchy of leaders. There were 5 leaders of the organization called La Cosa Nostra, which means this thing of ours. There were 5 godfathers to settle disputes, so the movie Godfather was pretty accurate. The mob was a multi-billion-dollar industry, but the start of the Mafia started with Prohibition. Since alcohol was outlawed, people started moving the alcohol industry underground. Alcohol was a huge moneymaker. When it comes to money, people get greedy, and when people get greedy, they want it all for themselves. The competition started gang rivalry. The gangs were split up into 2 families, the Mazzaria and the Malanzano families. Little did Mazzini and Malanzano know that the people under them, Luciano and Bambino, were plotting against them to form a new alliance. Both leaders were shot and killed. To some people, the Mafia was modern-day Robin Hood. To others, it was hell on earth. These organized crimes went on for a span of over 50 years. The collapse of the Mafia was a chain of events that consisted of mob bosses being killed and members of the Mafia exposing secrets of La Cosa Nostra. The Mafia was a major part of the 20th century. In the end, some of the biggest mob bosses were taken down and shutting down the operation of the Mafia.